give this quick, brief update in the form of a live stream. I'll wait for some of you guys to get in here before I get started. Go ahead and let me know that you're in here. Leave a comment, hit that thumbs up. I'm seeing zeros up there. I don't see anybody in, but the Iranian news media, Kayhan, basically just published Iran's strategy for the coming weeks and months in this conflict. And it seems like things are about to spiral out of control. Things are going to get very serious, very quick. And one of the things they're going to be focusing on is trying to make it unaffordable, rather, or too costly, rather, for us to maintain support of Israel. So I'll wait for some of you guys to get in here. It looks like the Watchman's in here. Let's see, Doug, I heard word Houthi rebel numbers are far greater than we were being told. And they are, let me see. I got to put the live chat up there. And they are making advancements. Yeah, that is the case, Watchman. A lot of things that we're being told in the media is not true. Information is being suppressed to us because they don't want us to see the situation for what it really is. So I see a couple of you guys have made your way in here. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. So the Iranian news outlet Kayhan basically just published Iran's strategy for the next few months in this conflict with Iran and Western forces in the Middle East, and not just in the Middle East, but also here at home, right? So they said that there will be no vessel, whether it's commercial, civilian, or whatever, that will be safe if they're doing commerce with Israel. So any commercial vessel, specifically oil, conducting business in oil, natural gas, anything like that, will be a target. Okay, they said there will be no shipping lanes that will be safe. They designated Hezbollah to operate in the Mediterranean Sea. No airplane will be safe. No ship will be safe. No military base will be safe. They said they will also target gas wells, oil wells, military bases, and things of that nature. The Houthis will be tasked to operate along the Suez Canal and the Red Sea. The Iraqi resistance will be tasked to operate in the Persian Gulf, and Hezbollah is tasked to operate in the Mediterranean Sea. They also stated that whether or not Israel stops with their war in Gaza, it will not change Iran's commitment to carry out this campaign of horror, is what they're calling it. It's a campaign of horror. Okay, so whether Israel stops or not, it doesn't matter. This is going to happen. Okay, this article was published on Kayhan, the Iranian news site, December 11th, and it was recently translated by Memory. Okay, and Middle East Media Research Institute. So basically, they said it is going to happen. Their main goal is to try to increase the price of energy, right, by reducing the supply by any means necessary. So they're going to be proliferating their suicide drones and their missiles to their allies, not just in their region, but also in South America. So that would be Venezuela. They also stated that Venezuela is on board with this, which explains the reason why Venezuela gave 90 days to American oil companies operating in Guyana to leave, right? So if you hadn't already heard, Venezuela gave our oil companies 90 days to leave Guyana, right? And this is in coordination with Iran and their other proxies. So this is what they said they're going to do. They have a tendency of doing what they say. Okay, so I've made these kinds of warnings on here, right, before, and within a week, 2 weeks, these types of things typically happen. Okay, it's not me forecasting anything. I'm just relaying to you what they are warning us they are about to do. Okay, so they are warning that they are going to attack oil rigs, oil wells, natural gas wells, pipelines, shipping lanes. No naval vessel that is conducting business with Israel or an allied nation, any nation allied with Israel, their shipping lanes will not be safe. Their vessels will not be safe. Their aircraft will not be safe. Their military bases will not be safe. Okay. They did not say, right, that they are only limiting themselves to operating in the Middle East. Okay. They did not say that. All right. So the theater that they're talking about is an undefined theater, right? So that very well could mean that they are threatening us here at home. Okay. So when they're telling us the targets that they're going to hit, we need to be aware that it could very well happen here at home. Okay. So that being said, get ready. Get ready. They are warning that this escalation is going to happen no matter what Israel does in Gaza. They said whether Israel stops in Gaza or not, it's going to happen. Okay. And they have a tendency of following through with their word time and time again. So this is why I'm having this emergency live stream, because I don't know what tomorrow is going to look like when they are putting out threats like that. Okay. If you want to read the article yourself, you can do that, right? It's on memri.org. That's MEMRI.org. Or you can go to Kahan's website, go back to December 11th and read it for yourself. That's Kahan.ir. I think it's KAYHAN.ir. You can go do the reading on your own if you feel so inclined. I'm just trying to put this warning out there to let you know that there's a very, very real possibility, right, that gas prices could go way up, supply chains could get attacked. Okay, and this would make business very unstable. Supply lines very unstable. So let me go ahead and get to the chat very quick. Let me sit down. I'm tired of holding this up. let me just sit down with me real quick. Let me see take a look at the live chat. Tab, good to see you. I gotta scroll back up here real quick. New Days, Old Ways. Good to see you. Watchman, in America has no credit rating anymore. Yep, that's true. Russia and Iran have plenty of recruits in the Islamic world to keep it all moving forward. That's right, Watchman. They've got very large numbers. Let's see. 3's my check-in number. That's right, Arnold. Good to see you. Watchman, let's see. With the Cuba buildup, the whole Gulf will be in jeopardy. Yes, the Gulf definitely is in jeopardy. I've been saying for a very long time that Venezuela has within their capability to attack the oil refineries all along the coast of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, all those refineries there. I do believe they've been given those Shahed drones, and those Shahed drones have the range to hit those targets from Venezuela. They can reach all the way up to New York City. Let me see here. Live chat. 9 likes. Watchman, good to see you. Hi, Tab. Meticulously chosen information. Thank you. You're welcome, Wise Out. Thanks for coming. Watchman Carol. Okay, good to see you. Thanks for the warning. Things about to get wild. Yeah, I do think it's about to get wild. I'd say buckle up, Buttercup. Let's see. Pedo Joe got to go immediately. Okay, it's not just Pedo Joe got to go. It's Pedo Joe got to go immediately. I think you changed your name. Ryan, by the way, good to see you, Ryan. Right now, I think they're putting out feel-good propaganda to make the stock market better and gas prices lower to keep people from panic from the true reality. I agree, Watchman. I definitely agree. Wise Al. Okay, let's see. Hey, Arnold. Evening. God bless. Okay, guys. So I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing any questions in here. I wanted to get that out to you as soon as possible because, when they put these kinds of threats out, they do. Like I said, they have a tendency to follow through with them. No threat that they have made in the last few months has fallen to the wind, so to speak. Every single threat that they've made recently has come to fruition. Okay. And so this latest warning from Iran is very important for us to pay attention to. We should never ignore this type of thing. And when the mainstream media refuses to cover this topic, when they refuse to cover this kind of stuff, it should give us pause and wonder why, and to actually look at it deeper, right? Because the Houthis have been doing what Iran has told them to do. They have taken and seized control of the Red Sea and the Bab al-Mandab Straits. Iran is now saying that Hezbollah will be seizing Hezbollah and Syria, rather, not just Hezbollah, but Hezbollah and Syria will be working with Iran to seize the Mediterranean Sea, to seize commercial activity, to place blockades in the Mediterranean Sea. They have the capability to do that. They have shown time and time again that Iranian missiles and Iranian suicide drones are capable of hitting moving targets out at sea. They also have manned portable air defense systems that can take out aircraft in the region, and they warned that they are going to do it. So things are getting serious. Okay, when they tell you what they're going to do, you should stop and listen. That's why I'm making this video, because I have not seen a single person on here talk about it. Okay, not in the prepper community. I understand there is a lot of stuff going on right now. There are a lot of things that we could talk about, but in my humble opinion, this one is definitely one of the most important. Let's get to the chat real quick. Pooh Bear, good to see you. Let's see. Not to mention Obama laid out the blueprint in his movie. We'll see. I mean, we have an X-Class flare today. Not an expert in all that stuff, but we had the X-Class solar flare, and then one of the banks over in Europe shut down right after that. Let's see. Thank you, David Huggs. Let's see. And they still advertise new F-150s for 70 grand when folks are sleeping in tents, totally disconnected from reality, let alone overseas issues. Too little, too late, because they're already here. You're right, at Arnold Schmidt. I'm seeing used F-150s here in El Paso for like 40 grand. It's ridiculous. I just got one. I got a 9th gen F-150 a couple weeks ago, 1992. Got it for 3 grand. All it needs is a new air compressor. Gonna be good to go. Gonna be building my own camper for the back. I got all the 2x4s. I'm building it out of 2x4s, so it's gonna look, a little rustic, but it'll be good. Be good for what I need to use it for. Let's get back to the chat. Let's see here. All right, let's see. I was on Arnold Schmidt. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, Watchman. Alaska would be under conventional risk now. I even think Russians could buzz the whole country with fighter jets, and we wouldn't even be ready to get them. You could be right about that, Watchman. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me at all. I have tons of questions, but we are all grasping to answers. So Americans should know Americans are the target. So, well, target this isn't going to stay contained, and our borders, well, hell, yeah. No, I don't think that this is going to be contained. I do believe that they will be operating CONUS. I believe they're going to be operating here. Okay, this is one of the reasons. That's the main reason why I decided to go ahead and do this live stream. I do think it's very important, and I do think people need to get ready, and they need to get ready for war. Not, you know, they didn't say anything about civilian targets. Okay, that's one thing that they did not say that they were going to target. They didn't say that they would target mass gatherings. They didn't say that they were going to target, churches or sporting events or anything like that. It was mostly, infrastructure type stuff that they, not just infrastructure, but commercial shipping lanes and things like of that nature that they're claiming they're going to target. But it's, not outside of the possibility that they could attack large gatherings. So always be prepared for that. Always be prepared for that. So let's see. Folks. We're ready in Ohio. Been prepping. That's good, David. Good to see you. I love my nifty, thrifty FN 50. Okay, yeah, me too. Me too, Zen. F-150 is great. By 2.8 or by 2.5? Not sure I understand what you're asking there, Tab. Arnold, it's just like Benghazi movie. They completely underestimate, and even the Army guys themselves were complacent, wearing their shorts and more concerned with home and family. Yeah, that's right, Watchman. A lot of people in our military are complacent, that's for sure. I've seen that firsthand. We're ready in Ohio. Yep, let's see. Folks, watch Bridget Gabriel Grew Up Egypt, interprets the Muslim agenda, must see. Yikes. I'll have to check it out. Michelle, hi, sister. Okay, let's see. I have a GMC. Okay, GMC is not bad. I prefer Ford. I like Ford. Got a new air compressor off eBay for my GMC Sonoma. Works great. And what's cheaper than going to an auto store? Yeah, that's where I got my air compressor. It just came in from eBay not too long ago. I got it in the garage and going to have a mechanic install it. I'm not good with all that stuff, so I'll have somebody else do it. I mean, I can do a little stuff here and there, but air compressor is a little bit too much for me. Let's see. Okay. Plus all the cyber attacks and nothing to see here, folks. Attitude from the White House. Yeah, that's right, Watchman. Or actually, no, that one came from Arnold. That's right, Arnold. They don't want to talk about what's really going on, and so that's why I think it's it behooves us to seek out the reality of the situation. All right, where we are as far as the war is concerned, how it is escalating, when's it escalating, and what things we need to watch out for, right? So, all of that being said, right, if they're warning us that they're going to target energy infrastructure, what do you think you could do to prepare for that, right? Start brainstorming. How can you prepare for energy shortages, right? What backup forms of cooking fuel do you have? Is it just a charcoal grill? All right, well, do you have extra charcoal? What else could you use if you don't have charcoal? Is it a propane grill? Do you have enough propane? Things like that, right? Are your spare fuel cans full, right? Do you even have spare cans so that you can have extra gasoline on hand if the price goes way, way high, or if it's unavailable altogether, right? Because they said that they were going to attack pipelines, they're going to attack
oil wells, natural gas wells, and the tankers, the oil tankers. Okay. So that would include not just oil tankers out at sea, but also um, um, trucks on land, and maybe even trains. Okay, these are all targets that they are warning us they're going to hit. All right. They also said that aviation traffic would not be safe either. So all that being said, right, think about ways that you can prepare for that, right? If they're not, if their main goal is driving up the price of energy and reducing the supply of energy to the West, then that at least gives you the nugget of information that you need to know. Like, okay, these are the targets they're going to focus on. So how can I prepare for this? Right. So start thinking of ways that you can prepare for this. Take action. Right. I bring this stuff to you guys so that you can do something, not just sit there. Right. Action is more important. Right. So also, if they're going to be attacking or rather threatening commercial shipping lanes, right? Other products could be affected as well, right? We get grains from a lot of different countries. We get, if I'm not mistaken, we get quite a bit of beef from Brazil, or at least Canada does, something like that. So look at, what are the major imports into your nation? There are people that watch my channel from Canada and from UK, right? So what major imports do you get into your country that your country does not produce enough of to sustain itself, right? Figure out that information, right? And then determine what is at risk of being cut off. What supplies can Iran and their proxy forces cut off from your nation, right? And then start stocking up on that stuff, right? If your nation is a net exporter of like corn, like the United States is, you probably don't exactly need to go out and get a bunch of corn, because chances are you're going to be able to get corn, right? But if your country imports a lot of things like, I don't know, tires, like we do, most of our tires come from, overseas, you might want to get an extra pair of tires. So things like that. So anyways, guys, I think that's going to pretty much wrap it up for tonight's live stream. I don't like to go way over what I need, to get out. I pretty much said what I needed to say. So I'm probably going to cut the stream here. Let me go over the chat real quick. Let's see. If Russia ever makes a conventional move on America, Alaska will probably be the first place. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. Let's see. I missed the beginning, so I need to go back and listen to what they say they're going to attack. Yep. Definitely recommend rewinding the video, Michelle. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Hi, Granny. Yep. Okay, let's see. Get portable solar panels. Temu has them for reasonable prices. Okay, yeah, not a bad idea. Most of my preps are not electronic. I like to prep old school stuff. So I like oil lamps. I make little oil lamps come in many types, regular oil lamps like olive oil lamps, right? That's what this would be right here. Just something simple out of clay, right? And then, you've got your lamp oil type of oil lamps, candles, things like that. Things that do not rely on electricity. That's how I like to prep, right? Radios are great. Walkie-talkies are great. But I like practicing Morse code with a flashlight. I also like practicing Morse code with a whistle, right? Whistles, a shofar. Maybe you could get a bugle. Bugles were part of the Signal Corps for a very long time. Whistles. commanding officers a lot of time during all the loud noise in combat would rely on whistles to get the information across to their soldiers. So whistles can carry a message across far distances. So, something to think about, prepping non-electronic ways to old school tends to be most reliable, right? So, especially if you're also prepping for solar flare and things, CME or EMP, things of that nature. Okay, so let's see. Stray Kitten Candles and Crisco. Yep. Let's see. Just came in, so I have to start at the beginning. Sorry about that, Marilyn. Good to see you. Our Morse code by pen lasers. That's right, David. That'd be a good one. Hard to intercept. Yep. All right, guys. So, anyways, I think that's gonna be it for the stream. If you're just tuning in now, go ahead, start from the beginning, and see what it is we were talking about. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. You want to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee. It's just Uncommon News 777. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And as always, don't forget, help out your neighbors.